What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Everton Liverpool Merseyside Derby analysis, post-match analysis and reaction video. First of all, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this game. I think it was a pretty terrible game of football, pretty disappointing that Liverpool didn't win, but we could have lost it very easily in the last 15 minutes. And I have to say that this was one of the poorest Merseyside derbies that I've ever seen, and I've been watching Liverpool since 2000-2001 season. And also this is one of the worst Everton teams that recent memory I can say, because Everton didn't attack Liverpool until the 75th or 80th minute, and considering that Liverpool had just had a Champions League game and this was basically a Liverpool reserve side mostly, I find that pretty surprising. Sam Allardyce's master plan was to defend for 80 minutes and then in the last 10 minutes try to win the game, and it actually almost worked if Everton wasn't so bad at finishing. They missed like 3 clear-cut chances in the last 10 or 15 minutes, but I can't really fault Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, because we have a much more important game than this on Tuesday against Manchester City. By the way, I'm at my girlfriend's house, as you can see, so I couldn't do Fanzone live reactions for this game, but I will do a Fanzone live reactions video for the Man City game. So if you want to see that, make sure to smash the like button. And Liverpool went with Solanke, Danny Ings up front, so 2 players who between them haven't scored a goal yet this season, which is pretty worrying, and it shows that we don't have good enough backups at the moment. I think Danny Ings probably should be sold. I really like him as a player, but the injuries have taken a toll on his body, and he isn't the player that he used to be when we signed him, which is really unfortunate for him. But it looks like he's just not good enough for Liverpool. His touches were a little bit off, and his final decision making today was just pretty bad. We had a chance where if he picks out Mane, then it would have been a certain goal, but he made a bad pass, a bad decision, and the chance went begging. And Dominic Solanke, I think, should be loaned out next season, because there is a player in there, but he needs more playing time. He barely got any minutes in the past 1 or 2 months. Of course, Mane, Firmino and Salah, they have been a terrific, incredible front three, so I can't really fault Danny Ings or Solanke not getting minutes this season, because those 3 players, Firmino, Mane and Salah, scored 77 goals combined. And also defensively we are so much better since Van Dijk came in. This was our 8th clean sheet in 12 games, which is outstanding. And Everton haven't won a Merseyside derby in 17 games. So that shows that we have been pretty dominant in the past like 5 or 6 seasons against Everton in Merseyside derbies, but like half of those games ended in draws and half of those games ended in Liverpool victories. And also we played Ragnar Klavan at left back. He never played at left back in all his life, and he was pretty okay. And even with that, Everton couldn't dominate us, because they barely attacked. I was very impressed with Nathan Clyne. He looks 100% ready for the run-in for the last 1.5–2 months of the season, and I'm so happy with that, because Nathan Clyne is actually one of my favorite Liverpool players. He's a very solid defensive right back. Attacking wise he could have been better, but this was his first proper game this season. This was his first start, and I'm just happy for him that he's back from his injury. And oh boy, do we need him, because it looks like that Robertson has a slight knock. We are very short, so I think Jurgen Klopp made a good decision that he played Henderson and Milner, and he took off Milner and he took off Mane pretty early in the second half, so they will be well rested for the Manchester City game. Also, he gave Wijnaldum the kind of a defensive midfield role, because he will have to play there against Manchester City sometimes, rotating with James Milner. And this was a good kind of a trial or training game for Wijnaldum, who played the full 90 minutes. And Jurgen Klopp himself said that wouldn't make sense to play a wild Merseyside derby game against Everton, because Liverpool have one of the biggest games of the season coming up on Tuesday, and we wanted the squad to be fresh. Also the highlight of the game, in my opinion, is Yannick Bolasy's shot was saved by Karius in a world-class save, one of the best saves of the season, and that save shows that Karius is improving massively. He kept so many clean sheets, as I previously said, and I just wish that we would have started with Karius at the beginning of the season, because Mignolet made so many errors, so many mistakes, that Klopp decided to rotate Karius in the first half of the season. Karius played the Champions League games, Mignolet played the Premier League games, but then Mignolet made so many mistakes, conceded so many stupid goals, that finally Klopp came to his senses and gave Karius the #1 goalkeeping spot, and since then Karius has been brilliant. Of course he also made some mistakes, but he's a lot younger than Mignolet. He's 24, Mignolet is something like 29 or 30 years old, and Karius, in my opinion, has a much higher potential, a much higher ceiling, a much higher level that he could improve towards than Mignolet. So I think the future is Karius for Liverpool. And once again, Everton will not get a better chance to end their 8 years plus Merseyside derby drought of no wins in 8+ years against Liverpool than this. Everton went with their strongest possible lineup. I just couldn't understand why were they defending so deep for 75 minutes. I think they were just afraid to attack Liverpool, and also, in my opinion, Sam Allardyce instructed them to just try to shut up shop, try to restrict Liverpool, and it kind of worked. Of course, Liverpool weren't at their scintillating best, but both Danny Ings and Dominic Solanke had chances to take the lead, but we failed to do so in the first half. The second half, actually, nothing happened, almost nothing happened, until Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain came on in the 69th minute. And he had the first really dangerous opportunity where his shot went just over the bar. But apart from that, nothing really happened. And then in the last 15 to 20 minutes, Everton threw everything but the kitchen sink at Liverpool without actually scoring. And I was pretty worried in the last 10 minutes. It was vital not to lose this game. I would have taken a draw probably before the game, and I think Jurgen Klopp would have as well. I'm a little bit disappointed on the other hand. Dominic Solanke, he had the perfect chance to end his goal scoring drought for Liverpool. I mean, he did so well with the England under-23s or under-21s, not sure. And he also scored quite a few goals for Vitesse in the Dutch league. Scoring in the Premier League would have been such a big boost for Dominic Solanke and his confidence, but he was presented with a chance like 6 or 7 yards out. The ball fell to him from an Everton defender, and he shot straight at Jordan Pickford, the Everton goalkeeper, where it looked like it was easier to score than to miss. Either side of Pickford into the corner, and it's a goal. There is no way from 7 yards out that Pickford would have saved that. So I'm really disappointed that Solanke didn't end his goal scoring drought, and I was also pretty disappointed by how Danny Ings made so many errors. He worked really hard, and I full credit to him for recovering from huge injuries, but it looks like that Danny Ings is kind of on a level of playing for a Burnley or a Leicester City, who are in the top 7, top 8 in the Premier League, but Danny Ings is not good enough to even be a backup striker, in my opinion, for a team who tries to build a side challenging for the Premier League title, because I think that's what Liverpool are aiming for. That's just I know it sounds ruthless, but that's just the way it is. Liverpool need to probably sell Daniel Sturridge in the summer and bring back maybe Divock Origi as a squad player. And we need another frontman, either a winger or a striker who is better than both Danny Ings and Dominic Solanke, because I think we are well short in that area. So let's just forget about this Merseyside derby, because apart from the last 2 or 3 chances for Everton, nothing really happened. The first half there were a couple of chances for Liverpool, but really 4 shots on target in the whole game. That says it all by both teams combined. And let's just bring on Tuesday. I'm really excited and really nervous, but really looking forward to the Manchester City-Liverpool game. Manchester City will try everything in their powers to score early. Liverpool have to be vigilant, we have to be defensively solid, and we also have to score a goal, because then I think it's over. There is no way Man City will score 5 or 6 goals against us if we get 1 or 2 away goals. We should have Mohamed Salah back fit for that game. Firmino and Mane will be back for that game as well. Firmino looked very tired when he came on, because he made so many mistakes, so many bad touches, bad passes. He gave the ball away quite a lot of times. So I think Firmino also needed a rest today, so it was right for Jurgen Klopp not to start him. But the team should be back fresh for the Tuesday Champions League game. So Jurgen Klopp managed the side really well in terms of rotating the players, and I'm happy with the 0-0 draw, because Chelsea only have a chance of finishing in the top 4 if they win all their 7 remaining games, including a game against Liverpool, and I just can't see them doing that, because they are just not in form at all. Chelsea lost 3 of their last 4 Premier League games. Yes, they were against big teams like Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham, but Chelsea have quite a few tough away games coming up as well. So I just really hope that getting the draw for Liverpool doesn't hurt our top 4 chances, because if we beat the teams that we should beat, then we will comfortably finish in the top 4. So that's why I'm not too bothered that we only managed the draw in the Merseyside derby. Let me know what did you think of the game, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later. Goodbye.